Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. Ahead of the move. Man. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I'm playing my game. Yep. Probably gonna lose too.
First and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of
Matt,
it.
they can't hear you. Go set you. Go change your settings.
Offensive coordinator, and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it
change
away.
the
Because
fucking
use their aggressiveness against them as this
broadcast
game
and sharing.
the screen soon.
And you gotta say like a loud voice or something.
And they need to work
Go to
to at least
settings.
get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
You have to pause it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception.
Broadcast and sharing.
That hurts.
Then should say something about sharing your voice. Alright, go down to sharing the broadcast. Go to settings. Go all the way down to sharing the broadcast. Nigga, are you in settings, nigga? You can't be, nigga. What the fuck? Alright, then you'll go to you'll go to audio sharing. And then you'll click all the ones that say share party and all that shit.
5.
Damn, I should have called timeout. What the fuck?
And that'll
You should have declined that. I was helping your ass.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Can't hear him now, Antonio? Oh, he's downstairs. Oh, he's playing here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Detroit! After the interception, here's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. Steps away to his left. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Jackson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, Jackson being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after.
Focus as hell, yo.
Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes the score 7.
That's correction officer.
Set now to kick this one.
So who are you calling to see? Your dad?
Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And this return nets positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
What the
and
fuck
I can't
is
wait
he
to see
doing?
what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
He's second here, man.
Get a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Dalton. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I don't plan on starting though. I ain't planning on being on this team next year. I'm going to take over the Browns. Yeah.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Room to run inside the 40. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
What?
LaShawn McCoy, 52 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's fielded a few yards into the end zone.
That's how I got Walter Payton up there.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Stop that
When
shit.
you scored points, it's a whole
Both
lot
of y'all.
better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We got like fucked up.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his
Take it,
right.
I mean, it's true.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of the legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for him.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Rodney Gunn counter. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
I want to be like, fuck
Now he's
you,
going to
nigga.
throw deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 58 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. William Golston in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught at the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup at 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
On the ground, McCaffrey. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Detroit!
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a miss.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bears are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And they're able to get
And
this
that's
one
how you
across
win.
the 35. They give him 14 yards
Saudi
that
to the
time
Super
and a
Bowl.
first set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game.
Yeah.
For a second, that one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes
Hell
you
yeah.
break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Dalton off play action. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Play action now. Dalton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Antonio, what was the stream?
Pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
But that call makes sense because
Young
they've been throwing
Ace.
well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around
I can't find it, bro.
Damn it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots
Oh,
on the
that's him,
ground.
man.
Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Hey, what's up?
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And some space here. Touchdown, Chicago! Kenyon Barner, 105 yards, and the Bears have broken the tie.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Damn, bro.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
That was dirty, bro.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And some room to roam now. Pretty move by Shady. LaShawn McCoy off to the races.
Damn.
There by McCoy. Now the Bears
Oh.
elect to call a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And I dropped the fucking TV remote. Fuck.
Dalton operating in the red zone now.
Damn it,
Travis
man.
time and he goes down. Sack back of the 29. Von Miller
They wanted that
coming
before
hard
the
that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
That's gay.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Dalton. That was hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the This is picked up by the Bears.
Damn.
But he's able to get it
Oh.
back here to the 43-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball
Bro, you should have
being
just kicked
slick
it all the way.
with rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like
And it
this,
is cold.
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Now Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Watching that, Barney, hot!
Bro, I'm gonna get shit on by whoever wins.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
Now let's go!
On second down, Jackson buying time to his left. That is caught.
What kind of
for the
whole
sack.
shit was that?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. In for the score. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that'll give
Funny how much you lose by.
lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final
Oh,
minutes
that,
here in the
yeah.
second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning past him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A give to McCoy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy in the run like that,
Hello, boys.
big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Some shit is up. It's up.
Passing, it's Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Bynes able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to play away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 43.
Matt, invite my friend. I just suggested him.
Yards on the return that time. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
What the fuck is wrong?
Bro, these niggas do some crazy plays, Antonio.
Plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's got room. Got some real estate inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe
boys, I'm 2-0 in my fucking Premier League fantasy.
And got a big gain on a busted play.
This is
Well, I think I will be. I have 2 players playing tomorrow. 3 players. But then Nick only has 1. He's beating by 6.
Touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point.
Juan, are you here?
And now it's blocked.
Uh,
This is going the other way. But he
I have
doesn't get
Jorginho,
able to stop him.
Alonso.
All that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Go tomato, Juan.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage
I just have 2 players.
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll set him apart from the other backs in the league.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Play action here with Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib.
Ooh.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
What the fuck?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Nah, nigga, I ain't trying to record this shit. Hell no.
Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
But right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He locates Walker, complete, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Hey, get ready for something coming back.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Got a board. What the fuck?
Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm carrying a med kit.
Warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Gonna drop this off to McCoy, complete. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, and then taken down right at the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They're at the other head. Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
In his ultimate team already.
Out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15.
Hold up, I'm gonna go for this back. Be right back.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they've been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty is McCoy. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Whoa.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line,
I don't remember.
known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. LaShawn McCoy saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will get him one closer. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. Oh, able to avoid him. Gets around him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna get shit on.
Both of them have found the end zone, but just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts
Are
the
you
most?
fighting?
The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again after the kick return, TD. Here's
fucking going
yet
at it.
another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Me, bro. Yep. Ripped on him. Ripped on him.
Stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
We're getting ripped it on.
I don't know.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one
They're just
last drive
fucking.
here for pride.
They're fucking up.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
Come on,
But
over here.
Some teams
On
like
me.
to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
Watch out, we could get sniped.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
They destroy it? They did destroy it.
Bitch.
There's another one.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield.
Nigger.
But when
There's
you
hella
can
loot
pick
over
up
here,
big
Juan.
chunks,
Whoa. Whoa.
explosive
Oh
plays,
shit.
He's
Oh,
live
fuck.
streaming, bro.
I
Whoa.
totally forgot, dude. I totally forgot, dude.
And he's live streaming.
Just thinking about it, plenty of
For
recent
real?
conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
Shit.
Can't we go back 2012? Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl.
Whoa.
How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went
Where
on
these
to beat
niggas
the
at?
Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see
I will
you
need
in
it.
2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
I will fucking need it. Invite me, Joe.
Oh my god, I have to get to you.
Again.